Okay, we're going to do a section now on the veg garden. Not that there's going to be much veg in the garden at this time of year, Keith. So what are people doing with the veg?
Well, they'll still be picking a few of the the real hardies, like the Brussels that you like, and the cabbage. It's preparation again. You can continue the winter digging as long as it's not too wet. A couple of hours doing that. It's a nice activity for a colder day. It's a good time to start preparing veg beds, and we're talking about Matthew here being a householder by this time, and it all went through. So he's a proud owner of a house and a garden now, and he's talking about making a veg bed under your shed. That's an unusual place, but you're going to move the shed and make that space.
We'll see how we get on.
Yeah. So you know what you're going to do first of all.
Move the shed.
Move the shed.
It's a good idea.
And then just fork over that ground, because it's going to be really compacted under there. And I think you're doing a raised bed, aren't you, on that?
Yeah, a raised bed. I'll build on there. Yeah.
So just fork over that soil underneath, and then fill it up with a mixture of soil and organic matter, and you'll be
ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll be sowing in March and April, and have your first produce in June, something like that. So it's nice to look
fingers crossed. Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. we just come down and look at the tools. There's a sale on with tools. You're only going to need some new tools, aren't you?
This is
the shed
for January. Actually, it's quite a good offer down here at the garden centre. There's up to 50% off on selected tools here, so it's a great opportunity to take advantage of that offer, especially when, as you keep saying, there's a bit of digging that can be done in the garden.
And it's nice to have some new tools, but this is also a time really when you need to look at the tools you've already got and give them a good clean, and get them ready for the new season. It's a good thing to do in the quieter times of the year.
And Keith, any time now we should be expecting our delivery of seed potatoes, so that's something people can start thinking about.
Yeah, seed potatoes and onion sets that they actually came in today, and they'll be out before the first weekend in January. Some people like to get them early, make sure they get the varieties that they want, and then they can start to chip them, which is just to get them into growth before they go into the ground. So yeah, exciting time for the gardener, because it's the time when things begin again, even if you can't actually plant them yet.
And that's it with seed potatoes. There's so many varieties. Now is actually an ideal time just to do a little bit of research and find out which variety you think might suit your needs best. Yeah. And then come along and try them out. Yeah, really.
Most people have got favourites that they've tried over the years, but a lot of people like to try a new one each year just to see what's coming on the market, if it suits their ground, because potatoes do. You'll find one that will be good on your ground, and a mile down the road it doesn't do quite so well. So it's worth trying a few different ones and remembering what you planted and and how they turn out.
Brilliant. Well, that's great. Thanks very much, Keith.